hottest issues today. Ahead. Please follow me on my YouTube channel, like and subscribe. You can always chime in and reach out to me if you have issues, if you have comments, whether you disagree or agree. Today I have on the drug mask. And the question I have today is crack. I mean, what happened to it? It was an epidemic. And I would gather to say it was way bigger than this fentanyl thing that's going on. Crack was a decade. I mean, you just don't hear anybody talking about, let me get some crack or crack overdose or anything involving crack today. So, did it get wiped off the map? Did it take a back seat to all the other drugs that's available? What happened to the crack? What happened to the crack distributors? I mean, you just don't see crack in any movies anymore. You don't see crack in the news. You don't see crack in the newspaper, any newsreels. I mean, I just don't know. It's just, it came, it stayed for a good amount of time, but it just left like in a blaze as far as being covered. You know, I'm sure there's some out there or somebody out there using, selling, distributing crack, but hey, they just flying under the radar. They not getting their just due. Wonder if they still making the same amount of money that they were making when it was all over the news, all over the television, all over movies with crack dealers and all of that in it. So if crack is still out there, it's keeping a very, very low profile. And if it's still out there, how come the media and the government isn't talking about it? Seems to me when they talk about it, it's only in an effort to make it glamorized, and so that drives out the use, and more legal and illegal entities make money. So of course, if it's popular and glamorized, you know, more kids and first-time users and just curious are going to be seeking it out. But also, the other end of that, you have more users, you have more abusers, you have more addicts. So all the medical facilities, any kind of medical attention are surrounded and connected to it. It drives up their profit margins to create programs, to create other drugs to counter the use of crack and to counter the use of the drugs and to try to clean out their systems and all of that. So it's a money-making thing. Then in addition, the governments, all their governments, they boost up and be able to shift money in the direction supposedly to fight against the use and the distribution and all of that, to counter the use of that particular drug, which never seems to work. They throw billions of dollars at countering education and not using it. And, I mean, it's just crazy. if someone has to go out at 2 o'clock in the morning and buy some drug on the corner from some person they don't even know in a container that's unmarked, where be it a plastic bag or a little vial, and that person is thinking it's legal, that person thinking, you know, what education do they need? They already know they're doing something illegal. They already know if they're doing it and it's illegal, and if it was good for them, they wouldn't have to go out at 2 o'clock in the morning to get it. They wouldn't have to go out to the guy standing on the corner. You know, all of them wouldn't be looking over their shoulder to see if the police or anybody else is watching them while they, you know, making this transaction. So what's the need for millions and billions of dollars in education, you know, and then on top of that, is already would be on the news, in movies, all kinds of forms of media, what the drug negatives are and what would happen having overdoses or seizures or bad products. I mean, that word isn't secret. You're going to find from somebody that experienced it. The media news used to report this person or that person found dead because of crack overdose or bad batch or whatever. You don't need education for that. That word travels fast. So, you know, throwing all of this money at it, that's stupid, irrelevant. Let those people die. But I'm still questioning what happened to the crack. You know, if I go out there looking for crack, have all of those drug dealers just upgraded or, you know, moved on to a different product? I can't get any crack anymore. Have to put in a special order. And I'm wondering, if I have to put in a special order for somebody to cook me up some crack, is it going to cost me more or less? How does that work? If the drug is no more, not as popular as it used to be, does it cost you more to get some, or does it cost you less to get some because it's not popular? Do they have, you know, some crack, you know, storage that's on the back shelf, and you know everybody's just selling their fentanyl and their, you know, high potency weed, or, you know, all the crack is basically sold out and it can only be, you know, distributed in special order, you know, for special requests. I just want to know how it works. But it seemed like crack just disappeared. How about let's bring the crack back? Well, that's my opinion. Hotmess issue today, the hit. Please like and subscribe to my channel and follow me.